What's up everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. In the last episode we did our investigation for this first class trial. In this episode we're going to start the class trial. Probably not going to finish it in one episode, but we will definitely see how far we can get into it. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started with this class trial. Hope y'all are ready, as well as y'all on stream. I know Oleg, you're ready for this class trial, so let's do it. Proceed to class trial. Are you ready? Yes, let's do it. Trial. All rise.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer
Monami's
is,
just hanging
and
on.
vote for who
Wow.
done it.
That's terrible.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Edit a picture of an avocado right now on the YouTube vid? Why?
Such a cruel rule.
Like on this part of the video. Like right on Monami? Because why not?
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad
Oh,
state
geez.
of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Dang. Poor Monami, oh my goodness. All she wanted for us was just to have a nice school trip on Paradise, and then Monokuma had to come in and ruin it.
Now, let's begin.
But she should have expected that since we're in a Danganronpa game.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules?
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds?
Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table, we can start with that, but ultimately we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that, no, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I'll provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my irritating rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after the other without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to move the reticle, then fire the button. Fire with the Y button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, hopefully we can get through these without failing once, hopefully, but I guess we'll see. All right. Oh my gosh, haven't been back here, haven't done this in a minute. Okay. Oh geez. Okay. It's already starting off with 3 truth bullets. Okay.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
That is true. Because I mean, he was standing there. He was standing somewhere else before.
Obviously, by hiding the body, they tried to delay its discovery. Like a dog burying a bone.
Wait, no, actually, no, because there wasn't any bloodstain dragged, right? The body wasn't dragged because then there would have been bloodstains everywhere. So so I was wrong. Okay, huh? What he just said was strange. It clearly contradicts the information I know. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the knife.
Body
It has to do with the
in a
bloodstains
place
under the
like
table.
that.
His body was underneath the very back of the dining hall.
Okay.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved
No,
the
I don't
body
think so.
there. No, that's wrong.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Aw, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
It's okay, Kazuichi.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
Damn, Yoko. Okay.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason Byakuya dove under the table. If it's connected to what Byakuya was doing under the table, I didn't get to finish reading that. And I didn't get to finish reading that. Then it's probably the night vision goggles. Hold on. Wait, display problem. Okay, if it's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, then it's probably night vision goggles. I don't think he's having anything to do with anything. It might be this one, the night vision goggles. This may sound presumptuous, but I think that's wrong.
Crap!
I'm staring. It looks like I just made a fool of myself. Okay. The reason Byakuya dove under the table is connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, then it's probably pose. Within this live security. Cookies account. Alright, so storage room. Storage room tablecloth. No, I don't think it's any of these. Fire door, no. Murder threat.
Crap!
Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, dove under table. I'm 30 repeatedly stabbed her 10 times. I don't think that has anything to do with anything. I don't think it's that at all. Knife. Let's say under the table, no. Grab forward. Embarrassing pose. I don't think it has anything to do with that. This? What the heck? I'm not good at this. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm already not doing too well. Okay. No?
Crap!
Oh my goodness, I am not doing too hot. I'm telling you, that's why I have the logic on kind. I don't know, I'm dumb. Alright, it's probably gaps in the floorboard? No, I don't think it's that. It's not. Going up facing pose. Gaps in the floorboard?
Crap!
Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure it's the most obvious thing, but I'm just dumb. Okay. Maybe this?
Crap!
Oh my goodness. Bro, is this about to fail already? Knife.
I can prove it with this.
Okay. Well, why is it
Probably
knife?
has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. I am so dumb. Oh my gosh.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right? Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. From this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there are, there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. That means there will be false weak spots. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you will also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you'll fail, so please be careful. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the RB button, you can progress this argument slowly. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. Press the start button during these arguments, you're going to get controls. Good luck and have fun, okay? Okay, we got the knife, bloodstain, AC timer. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Okay, let's just see what everybody has to say first before we decide which one it would be.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct. If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Hamhands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Nope, the night vision
I
goggles.
doubt he could have seen the killer.
It's true, getting under the table during the blackout would have been nearly impossible, but...
I'm sure Byakuya ducked during the blackout. That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, he must have seen the killer.
But it was so dark I couldn't see my food. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong! No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
If he was using those night vision goggles we found under the table, he could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Whoa. What?
No, that's obviously
What?
wrong. It should be the other way around.
The other way around?
That never happened before.
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Were you surprised by my... Yeah, I was. Were you surprised by my hero Sin's argument? Just between you and me, I was all surprised. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument resurfaces, you'll go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the left stick. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew toward their advantage. In the bottom right hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. That is the number of times you can cut remarks during the one round of the debate. You lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, it will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. Just like a regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the triangle button or the white button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. Huh? What's a truth blade? I am terribly sorry. It appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth blades will be called truth blades. Okay. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? If you press the start button during these arguments, you can read the controls. Good luck and have fun. Okay. Just checking that thing real quick. Okay. Alright, so we do have rehearsal tonight. Okay, cool. 4 p.m. Okay. Still got 3 hours before that, so we're good. Okay. Rebuttal Showdown. Okay.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Can't advance forward if I'm just listening. Just let my hero say what she wants to say and then find a point that I can argue against.
The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I can't back down!
That's weird. Okay, advance.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
What? I found a hole in your argument. I'm sure Byakuya brought the night vision goggles. I need to refute Mahiro's claim.
Because if then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
What? What? I'm so confused. This is confusing. Early game, I see. Yeah, early game. I'm sure Byakuya brought the night vision goggles. I need to refute. Okay.
Because then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance.
Try to cut diagonal.
The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Try to cut in diagonal. It's more effective.
Because
okay.
then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Oh wait, what did I just do? I found a hole in your argument. Sure, Byakuya brought the night vision goggles. I need to refute Mahiro's claim with evidence.
Because then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance.
Use a truth bullet.
The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Retreat?
Damn it!
She's overcome. She's gonna go back to the original topic.
If you just use common sense.
Are you serious?
The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I can't back down!
The other orange words, okay.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality,
No.
so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
No, dang it.
Damn it!
Okay, this is so confusing.
The killer obviously used those night. That's
Get outta
gotta be
here.
it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark.
Dang it.
In reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
I'm so not doing a good job of this.
Damn it!
If you just use common, the killer
Get out
obviously
of
used those night vision.
here.
That's gotta be
We don't
it.
need to go through this again. Okay.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the. In reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
What?
Damn it!
Dang
If you
it.
just, the killer obviously used those. That's gotta be it.
I am so bad at this. Oh my goodness.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Okay,
Because if they used, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
I am so confused.
Because if they used, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
What am I doing wrong here? I'm sure Byakuya brought the night vision go.
Because if they used, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality, that's what. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
There we go. Took a while, but I got it.
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well.
Okay.
Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
I completely forgot about the fact that you have to also press the Y button, so I was like, what? What the heck? So that's what got me mixed up.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
The knife was brought into the Duralumin case, along with the night vision goggles too. No, it's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started, so I should be able to prove it. Duct tape.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
Because of the threatening letter he got.
Not only did he bring a self-defense kit,
But he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
Yeah, because of the note that he got. That's right, Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that a murder would occur because of the threatening letter he got.
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies.
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer? Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark. Because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table into his hands. Because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table into his hands. Byakuya, tablecloth, party dishes, glowing paint. Glowing paint, yeah.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Because the timer was set to 11:30, so they knew when exactly it was supposed to go off.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
I am not the killer.
Yeah, I don't think she. I wouldn't think she's. I don't think she's.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping this breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now Arky spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. Okay. When the truth bullet merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. If you press the start button during okay. Good luck and have fun, okay. Okay.
Since Peko was in the office, she...
Actually, what was it again? That's not it. Why fire truth bullet? Fast forward, silencer. No, I guess not. Wait. You also agree with my opinion, so I don't really know what you're trying to say.
Crap!
I didn't mean to do that.
Since Peko was in the office...
Okay, let's just listen to everything first.
She could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Just from listening to Peko's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her. But I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation totally backs up her testimony. Who did I talk to? Not Chiaki. It wasn't Territory. It must...
Since Peko was in the office...
Nekomaru, right?
She could have caused the blackout at any time!
No.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the... Not even before the blackout.
There we go.
I agree with that. No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
I mean, that too.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
Been trying to use this many times, but the doorway just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be... true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier!
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
She's so cute.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Aw.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business
Bro,
in
are
the
you
dark?
serious?
Did you get excited? Seriously, stop it.
Thanks, Hajime.
Still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Pecco's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. If that were the case, the only person that could have possibly done that would have been Teru, because he's the one that prepared the food, right? So he could have been the only one that put in those laxatives into it, because there was no there's no poison per se. Well, it's not poison at all. There wasn't any poison that was in it. It was just the food, right? And then in the Monokuma file said that there wasn't any poison chemicals detected. So because laxatives aren't poison, it's a medical thing. It's a what's it called? Over the counter product. So Teru could have been the only one that could have done that because he's the one that was preparing the food. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial would change drastically. I think this will probably be party dishes. Let's wait to see what
Did you eat
everybody has to say.
anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Teru cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that.
You're sweating, man.
Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Whether Pecco's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. You need to clarify that first.
Did
This has
you
nothing to do
eat
with the
anything
knife.
weird?
It has nothing to do with AC times. It has to be the party dishes.
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the...
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you
I
think?
agree with that.
Teru cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
No? Okay. Whoa, was I wrong about something? I didn't put any laxatives in my dishes. Okay.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it...
I don't think the embarrassing post has anything to do with anything.
You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Teru cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
I'm trying to think about it. Whether Pecco's stomach was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything
I'm gonna
weird.
try the laxative thing with the party dishes, but
Now
I
that
don't
you
think that's
mention
it.
You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Oh, okay.
No, that's wrong.
Well, why? Why is it that one specifically?
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who
Oh,
ate that food.
right.
Akane ate some of it too.
Yeah, she didn't feel any of that. Right, okay.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene. Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Gosh, oh my goodness.
Cease this bickering.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Jeez. I am not liking Hiyoko or Fuyuhiko at all.
Trashy skank?
Aw. As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how that blackout occurred. I think that one's only an AC timer. Oh wait, are the irons in the storage room maybe? We'll see.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
Oh, this one, yeah, it's
Probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Yeah,
Or maybe
yeah,
they
that's gonna
caused
be
a
the
power
irons in storage
surge?
room.
I bet it's really Monokuma's fault.
Nah, I doubt it.
By the way, I'm not a trashy skank.
Aw. It's okay, Mikan. We know you're not. Pretty sure I already have that clue. I think it's the irons, right?
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you
It's
can't
the-
answer that, I'm
yeah,
gonna
the
bop
iron-
you on
it
the
has to be the
head.
iron stuff.
Did they throw a stone and hit
No.
it?
It is an agreement
Maybe they
statement
used a
one,
remote
so-
control?
No.
They probably messed with the
Yes. No?
It does
Oh,
not
I forgot
have
to hit
to
the
be
actual
the
thing.
breaker.
Can't make that
They
same
may have
mistake
tampered
again.
with the power supply and transmitters.
Oh, that is possible too. Oh, okay, you know what? Yeah. My bad. Okay.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, did they throw a stone?
Maybe they used a remote control?
No.
Probably messed with
Yes.
the breaker.
What? Could also be able to chip it as well.
Crap!
Sorry, Mika, I didn't mean to do that to you.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone?
Hold on. Chiaki's account has nothing to do with this, right? I don't think so. Fuki apparently came to the old building and walked away. Yeah, no. Okay. Pretty sure this one is the iron thing.
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
There we go.
I agree with that. It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
Nakido hasn't said anything about this entire class trial. I wonder why.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Oh, jeez. Here we go again.
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Why? Okay.
If the irons in the storage room, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to this, then that means everyone who, when the blackout occurred, can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause. If the irons, then the killer had to
shoot.
go to the storage room before that.
Oh man, okay, went back to the original statement.
Damn it!
If the irons in the storage room, then for the killer to turn the irons off, you're saying they went all the way to the storage? Then that means everyone, when the blackout occurred, can't be a suspect.
No, just because
Okay.
people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
Okay, let's.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause. If the irons caused the blackout,
Okay.
then the killer had to go to the storage room and turn on the irons. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
It's true the irons were responsible for the blackout, but that shouldn't be the only reason.
But the people in the dining
I
hall
mean, this
weren't
was gonna
able
be
to
an
cause the
instant timer, right?
blackout.
Yeah.
If the irons caused the blackout...
There we go.
Allow me to cut through those words.
That's cool.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham-Hands died around that time too!
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand.
Oh my goodness.
Indubitably.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Oh, she's so cute.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! She deserved to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Good.
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet! I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. Even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
What the?
In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have
There's
an
something
idea
off about
about what
Nagito.
we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Yeah, there's something definitely off about Nagito.
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home
It's not gonna
already.
happen. Literally, if you don't find out who the killer is, or you just incorrectly falsify who the killer is, all of us are gonna die. You're not. I'm sorry, Mika, but you're not gonna be going home anytime soon.
I want to go home and eat candy.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way
Yeah, that's what we
one
thought in
friend would
Danganronpa
murder
1, but
another.
it's definitely gonna be the same in this. But
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway.
That's wrong.
there we go, Chiaki.
I think.
I think.
Did you say something?
Because we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You say?
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue
I might have to
you're
bring down
talking
the
about?
game audio a bit so I can hear the voices better.
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they need to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
Just as I thought, this diagram is the clue. Who the killer is and how they were able to move the table in the dark. It's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. Spot selection. Oh, this is new. The lamp?
Here! The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
So like, the killer actually used power cord, the light bulb, to wait up the desk lamp. I don't think that is that tablecloth? No. The light bulb can't turn on, so the power cord, right.
I can prove it with this! They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Wasn't the power cord white?
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right?
Oh.
By doing that,
Okay.
the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who?
Whoever's in here, you could have possibly done it. It was me. No. I don't think. I think the only person that could have done it would have been Teru because wasn't he the only one that came into? I'm gonna go with him.
Crap!
Wait, hold on. Am I sure it's this person? No, that's not it. Let's think about it one more time. The only person here who could have possibly done it. Okay. I was thinking about something else. I thought like it would be Teru because he was there before anybody, but no. Okay. Let's go. Oh man, this is Suzuki, Nagito, Mikan, Chiaki, Maru. No. Not Peko. Kazuichi? I don't think it's Kazuichi. Ow, oops. My bad. Okay, this one's actually really hard. Okay. Kazuichi? Maybe? I don't know. No, okay. This one's actually confusing. I don't know. Alright. Fuyuhiko wasn't even there. there a way I can look at the... No, okay. I don't know. Nachiaki. Sonia. Peko. Me. And Gundam. Kane. Chihiko. I don't know. Used to be mistrusted, but how can I be the killer if I wasn't? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew it wasn't that. I don't know why I picked him. I don't even know why I thought about picking him, but I don't know. Who could? Ibuki. No, Ibuki. No, Ibuki was. No, it's not. It's not Ibuki. Mikan. Mikan? No.
Crap!
I don't know. This is confusing. I don't know. I'm making such a fool of myself right now. Okay. Not Peko. Sonia. Chiaki, no. Byakuya. Byakuya himself. No. No.
Crap!
No, I'm trying to like, because I don't understand like all of the. I don't understand everything behind this. That's the thing. Wish I could look at the log, but I can't. Not Peko, not Teru, not Sonia. Nakamaru, no. Jackie, no. Mikan, no. Nagito, maybe, no. Ibuki?
Crap!
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Kyoko, no, I don't know. That's it. I don't know. I'm like guessing right now. I'm telling you, I'm not smart, so like... Not him. I thought it was you, but I guess not. Peko wasn't even there. Kazuichi, no. Mahiru? No.
Crap!
Why would it be Mahiru? I don't know. Oh my gosh, why am I so dumb? Akane?
Crap!
Oh my goodness. Why am I so dumb? Why do...
Crap!
Oh my goodness. Why am I so dumb? One person I didn't pick was you. Sonia?
Crap!
Oh, we're almost at that.
You're the only one!
Nagito.
Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord
Yeah, you see, I
was
wish I could have seen that again before I had to pick someone, because I feel like if I would have seen that again, I probably would have guessed Nagito the first time. Man, I wish I would have seen that again. Oh well.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Nagito's chance to hide the knife under the table was when he was cleaning, right?
I see.
Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously? That's all just a coincidence!
I don't think so.
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
To be honest, I already prepared a drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. To go to the trouble of preparing this, just what did you think would happen? Whoever draws a chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard, and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're
That's
the
where
one
you go
who
wrong.
killed Byakuya.
Yeah, it's always the nicest person, it seems like.
Nagito, say something!
Oh, jeez.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Those eyes. That moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
He seems a lot of nuts right now.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Me? Lie? That's outrageous! There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I'm too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey Nagito! If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
How about that old looking building near the hotel? Well, if it's clean, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there and full of cobwebs. And I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have time to clean the storage room. If you stayed in there for a long time, I think it'd be bad for your health. In that case, why don't you guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito
Yeah.
wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions, it was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless
Ultimate
human.
lucky student. Nagito's talent. I believe his talent is ultimate unlucky. Ultimate baby face. Ultimate transporter, now ultimate lucky
I
student.
see!
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks. But I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
With the red mark. For someone called an ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, oh, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please, Monokuma!
Please, wait!
I don't know, I feel like it's too obvious. Like, him just admitting to all this, I really don't think he did it. I don't know why, I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I just feel like he didn't do it. He may seem like insane, but I don't think he killed him. He did everything else, but I don't think he actually killed. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I don't know.
The fuck?
How should I put this? Is Nagito really the killer?
I feel like he isn't. I don't feel like he is the killer. I feel like it's somebody else entirely.
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange. If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
Aw, Mika.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
But we know who the killer is.
seem to be getting nervous there, Terry. I really don't think it was him. I don't know why. It's just an inkling it's just an inkling that I have, and also like it's just how like obvious everything was, and then him like admitting everything. I really don't think it was him that did it. But I guess we'll see. I could be completely wrong.
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
From this point on, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Please time your truth bullets just right so they won't get interrupted by the white noise. By the way, if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, all it means is that explanation didn't mean anything at all. It had no meaning whatsoever. Please don't worry, I'm not going to fall into despair. Even though it's meaningless, allow me to say one more thing. In this debate, you won't be able to shoot down the white noises. That will be explained later. Okay. Good luck and have fun. Okay.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
No, I don't think so.
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with a knife he hid.
No.
Never mind.
Hold on.
Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
I don't think it has it. I don't think any of the accounts
prepare
have anything to do
to
with it. Let's check the accounts real quick. I don't think they have anything to do with this. Yeah, I don't think so. No. Why does Mikan think it's strange? Because she must know something that could just... Yeah, because I mean, she did the autopsy, right?
I think it's strange
I don't know.
that...
We'll see.
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
True.
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with a knife he hid.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Hold on. Sorry, I just want to check. I want to check all these accounts. I don't think the accounts have anything to do with anything. This one was already used earlier, so I don't have to worry about that one. Oh, oops. Okay. Buki's account in Blackout. Buki was able to discern all the noise people are making. Maybe Ibuki's account because of what she heard? Maybe?
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
No. Even if you say that, it doesn't prove Nagito's not there. Okay.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already you know...
That bastard Nagi, he killed Byakuya with a knife he hid.
No, that's wrong! That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Mikan?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But, based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse!
Aw.
Not a whorehouse!
Aw, Mikan.
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikan? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikan's the one who said it.
I'm sorry.
Aw, don't apologize.
Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
What happened during the blackout?
Ibuki's account.
Ugh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it? What's not it?
Truth is beyond our sight. No, that can't be it. There should be some way to find out what happened in the dark. Ibuki's account, right? Because something should have happened because he said ow, right?
I can prove it with this. Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
Oh, reals?
I'm not so surprised.
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this. Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know?
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
Oh my goodness. I do not like Hiyoko. She's so mean.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth!
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
It almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened.
Huh?
As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So Byakuya stopped when he was trying to get the knife, and he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it. Well, it sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they said, both said at the time.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
I can interpret it like that. No, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds exactly what happened.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint, and I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles. What happened after that? Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth!
Meaninglessness. What other word is brimming with so much despair? But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Is Nagito really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I can say that. I just thought I knew him, but this whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on that. We need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, we will die here. Suspended? What?
Well now.
Now then, the class trial has reached its climax, but... Okay, here's a question for you. What's this? What's this? To those of you who figured out who it is, how about you try to guess the killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their save data melt away like butter. But if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion. 10 billion? Of course, for those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue on.
What are you gonna do?
Nah. Just kidding, you can't make a choice. There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is. Yeah.
Of course.
Oh.
There's no $10 billion either.
Wow.
You're so evil.
Villain, you truly are a villain. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's save. Oh my goodness.
I'm Mon Ami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it. 'Cause I believe in everyone. So do your best. And don't forget to save regularly.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Speak up, girl, come on.
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Why does Mikan think Nagito looks clean? There's no blood, doesn't have the knife, because Nagito doesn't have any dust on it, because Nagito isn't injured. Because there's no blood on Nagito.
I see! Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used.
The towel that was in the storage room.
Hajime?
Yes, there's only one thing he could have used to block the blood splatter. The storage room tablecloth.
I can prove it with this! You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Then, what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Huh?
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
I don't understand at all!
That's where Byakuya got stabbed and when the killer did the stabbing are different.
Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? But it sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense. Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
In scenes where you have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a key word related to the incident in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a little puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. If 2 different letters clash, you'll take damage. If 2 of the same letters clash, they will fuse. You must make 2 of the same letters clash while you try not to let 2 different letters clash. That is what's most important. In order to do that, you've been given a technique to catch and release. When you move the reticle to the left stick and press the A button while it's on the top of the letter, you can snatch the letter like a vacuum. This is what it means to catch the letter. However, you can only catch 1 letter at a time, so please be careful. When you press the A button while you have a letter caught, you can shoot it with where your cursor is aiming. This is how you release the letter. With catch and release, you can change position in the letters and hit the letters into each other. Make sure you hit the same letters so you can fuse them, and the fused letters will freeze if you get bigger. By pressing the A button, you can blow it up and erase it from the field. This is called firing the letters. Catch and release with the A button, and after you fuse them, fire with the A button. That's a whole lot of A buttons. However, if you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main goal of the improved Hangman's Gambit is completing the keyword. Display the question with the B button and figure out what keyword will answer that question. After lining up the keyword, instead of pressing the A button to fire the letter, you press the Y button. If that happens at the same time the letter blows up, it will be sent to the keyword list. If a sent letter is correct, it will fit into keyword list. If it's not, the influence gauge will take damage. Let's save again. Oh, we can't save. Just kidding. Okay. You must write the keyword in order based on what define letters. Please think about the completed word. Also, if you leave a fused letter alone for a while, it will just blow up on its own. In that case, it'll still damage you, so please be very careful. It took so long to explain it, but do you understand now? Okay. Good luck and have fun. I think I get it, but I don't think I get it. Place Byakuya got stabbed in place where the killer and the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions to try to think about it. Something's coming to me. Just a little bit more. I feel like I can see something. Where did the killer stab Byakuya from? Wait. Under the table, right? Oh man, this is confusing. What? Under. Let's do that. What? Oh, oops. What? What? Cursor, catch release, explode letter, fast forward, display hide, problem letter, explosion, send to keyword. Oh, okay, okay. I was just confused on how that worked. Okay. Let's do that. Oh, we don't want that. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, oops. What the heck? Under. I don't like that. Under. Okay. Wait, how do you blow them up? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. I think I get it. Okay. Under. Okay, yeah, I get it now. Under. Duh. Okay. Under the table. Oh, shoot. Okay. Wait, what? Under the floor? Oh my gosh. There we go, under the floor. Okay. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to blow it up. There we go. Under the floor. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my goodness. Shoot. Floor. Here we go.
I got it!
That took a while.
I got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Okay, let's see. Okay, alright, good, okay. Because I need to get ready for band. So, y'all on YouTube, in the next episode, we'll go ahead and continue the class trial, possibly finish it in the next episode as well. So, hope y'all looking forward to that. I'm enjoying it a lot so far. It was a bit confusing at the beginning, but I understand it now, so I think we'll be good. So yeah, in the next episode of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, we will go ahead and finish off the class trial and go from there. Anyways, thank y'all so very much for watching this episode of Danganronpa 2. Goodbye Despair, and I'll see y'all next time.